Alright, I'm on hole number 18 of the Silver State Tournament. I'm in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Let's go to hole number 18. Maybe. Alright. So my goal here, I'm bringing, okay, I don't have enough berserkers to use to try and get over, to try and get up into this area, and I have a better shot of getting the eagle on hole number 5, so I'm saving my two berserkers for the weekend round on hole number 5. So I'm trying to get this done with the Titan. So I'm bringing a big topper, and my goal is to try and get out into this range. And I want to, okay, so there's a big difference here between, I'm trying to ride as close up to this rough without ending up in it as possible, because I'd rather be here than over here at the same distance. I'd rather be here than over here at a farther distance, because my goal is, with my second shot, I'm using a big topper, or excuse me, a big dog. I'm using a big topper to hit out there, and then a big dog. And my goal is to get to this spot. If I can get to this spot with max overpower, using the wind, my goal is to try and get from this spot with my big topper, with all of its topspin and the wind, to try and bleed through this rough and end up on this fairway pad. If I can get on that fairway pad, I got a serious shot of getting in. Now, even if I hit it up in the rough, I still got a serious shot of getting in, because I've got a machete, and a machete's got lots of backspin. My problem is that if I end up on that fairway pad, and let me pick my ball here, Titan, the king of balls. And I need to use the wind, so I'm using a Titan, and I don't have enough Kingmakers to get me through. I'm using Kingmakers. I've got 2 Kingmakers, and I need both of those Kingmakers on hole number 6. Hole number 6 and hole number 15, I need a Kingmaker. So Titan's the ball. I'm using an extra mile and a big dog. I'm not going to be in my Saturn range, but I'm going to take a Saturn just in case, because of the backspin. And I've got a machete in case I end up in the rough. I'm not that concerned about getting in the sand up there, but if I do have it up in the sand, I don't really have any. My Malibu's the one. The club in question here is the Kingfisher. So what do I have that's got backspin? Not that one. I've got 51 backspin in my Kingfisher. I don't have any backspin in that one. So I could bring a Thorn. So I'm going to bring a Thorn. And my wedge. What do I got for wedge? That's the backspin one. Got a little bit more backspin in my dart. I got more backspin here, but jeez, look at the accuracy. That's 3 per ring, and I have no ball guide. None. And the down to 1 is not the club that I want to bring. It doesn't have quite enough. Man, that is brutal. Brutal. I'm going to bring my boomerang, because if I do end up on that pad, I'm going to end up being in my wedge range, and backspin is what's going to be important, and I don't have that much backspin in my Firefly. My Firefly is useful because it has topspin, but what I really need here is backspin. But I would like to have at least 2 ball guide, so that I can see what's happening on the other side. But if you're using backspin and it's a 0 accuracy, so that means it's 3 per ring, but I'm going to be way down in there in it. So I'm bringing all my backspin stuff, and I'm bringing a Titan. And that's what I got for backspin with that. So let's open up a chest. Get that ball rolling. Hole number 18. So this is definitely a one shot at a time. I've got to get out there with my big dog, or my big topper, and this Titan. I've got to get as much distance as I can, but you can't squeeze it too far on this drive, or you'll end up, it rolls off. So you get out there to the end, and then it rolls off like this. And what happens is, if you get too close to the edge down here, when it'll carry a little bit farther, and you'll end up clipping the rough, and you do not want to clip the rough on this drive, because if you've got lower developed stuff, you're not going to be able to get very far up there, and then you're going to have to get on from way back. So the drive is all important here. We cannot clip the rough down here. It would be fatal if we clip the rough down there. So we got a 3-5 wind. And I would not want to be any closer than at least a ring and a half. And you're not going to be able to make it over on max overpower here. And I would definitely stick with the Titan, because the Titan's going to help you on the second shot. Now, if they're using a Quasar, they won't have to take any wind out, and that Quasar is not going to hurt them here, but it will hurt them on the second shot. Ooh, just clip the rough. Now that Quasar is really going to hurt them. Hopefully they brought a big dog. All right, I need to switch to this bag right here, and that means that I change those clubs and I put them in the wrong bag, but I still have the right clubs in this bag. It's going to push me forward 2-8, which is just a titch over a ring. It's going to want to push me a little bit in that direction, and I can do just a little teeny bit of overpower. Hitting it great to the left. Trying to get up there as far as I can. There we go. That should be good distance. That should give me a shot with my big dog. 377. I think I was 372 last time, so. And I wanted to be right up against that rough up there. I mean, it's a risky deal riding up against that rough, but the closer you can be on this side, the better shot you have of getting your big dog over to this side. So if you can't reach and you have to bounce over from here, then your best bet is to lay up and then go for it from here. But if you can get onto this pad right here, I have a shot of getting on that fairway. That little fairway right across from the green. And I'm not going to be too upset if I end up in the rough going for it, because I have a machete and my machete's got tons of backspin. The problem is that the one club that I do have wrong in this bag right here is I have a Firefly. So I'm just going to have to deal with it. All right, I can get up there. Excellent. Okay, so if I do max overpower and I'm here, the wind's going to push me forward. I think I can come off of that top spin just a bit. The wind's going to push me forward from there. Hitting it perfect. So if I can get up on that fairway pad, come on. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the shot. Giving myself a look at it. Well played. Thanks. Okay. I work to get in that spot now. Let's see if I can get it done with a Firefly. It's not the optimal club to bring here. If you had upper developed clubs, man, with a rapier right here or an Endbringer, you've got that backspin that you could really go for it. And I mean, you can get right at it. Man, come on, hit that perfect. Ooh, just missed it on the outside. All right, let's get this in the cup and let's help our opponent out here. Let's see if we can get in. We're going to have to make it work with the Firefly. All right, so where I'm at, I'm just going to eke it back just a bit. Just need to hit it perfect. anticipation. Ooh. Hit it great to the right. And I'm happy that I got up into that spot. That's the deal, is if I get into that spot, then I'm giving myself a look at it. And the Firefly will get it done from there. So I think I'm gonna actually look through my, I think I can get it done with the Firefly, and I won't have to switch to one of those clubs that doesn't have very good ball guide. It just boils down to hitting that perfect. You gotta hit that shot perfect. You can't hit it good. That's for darn sure. I don't envy my opponent having to take this shot from where they're at. See how many games my opponent's playing? They're brand new. I'm going to invite them to our clan. We might be able to help them out. They're brand new. They want to learn how to play. Let's invite them. Maybe we can help teach them. Help them become better tournament players. Learning how to play as a rookie and learning how to achieve the -11, -22, -22 is your #1 goal. Don't worry about trying to win tournaments. Don't worry about any of that stuff. If you can't shoot -11, -22, -22 in this tournament, in most tournaments it's -12, -24, -24. If you can't shoot that, then you need to keep working on your game until you can. And then you'll eventually get that down to the point where it's like that's a given, and then you can start trying to really work on your game to try and win tournaments. You're not going to get in this and win a tournament your first time through. You're not going to win a tournament your second time through. If you've been playing for a long time and you're playing an alternate account and you've got a skill set coming in, you've got a better shot. But even then, lower developed clubs are hard to play with, and it's mainly because of ball guide. So you got to take your shots when you get them. And there's a lot of holes in this tournament that you can if you know your win rate numbers. All right, so we ended up the opening round with a -26. That's awesome for this account. And that should give us really good tiebreakers going into the weekend round. All right, that was the Silver State Tournament in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.